All right, everyone, let's make some cornbread. My fantastic golden cornbread that I like to make consists of the stone ground yellow cornmeal and all-purpose flour. We're gonna put some milk in there, eggs, definitely gonna do some baking powder, clarified butter. You're gonna need probably about an 8 by 12 baking pan. If you like to do it in a sheet pan, half sheet pan, it's totally fine. But we're gonna mix it all up, and then we're gonna go step by step and show you how to make this amazing cornbread. Stay tuned. All right, so we have all the ingredients here measured out. As I said before, I had my 2 cups of stone ground cornmeal, 2 cups of flour over here, 2 cups of measured out milk, and we have 2 eggs over here. I went ahead and measured out 6 tablespoons of sugar with I did about a tablespoon and a half of the kosher salt. Make sure it's kosher salt, not regular salt. So we have all that measured out. Then we're gonna go ahead and add about 2 tablespoons and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So the first step to making this, what I like to do is add all the wet ingredients. What I mean by the wet ingredients is the milk. Put it in your mixing bowl. You don't have to use a mixing bowl, but if you have one, it's a lot easier. If you have a bowl, just mix it all in, that's totally fine. Then what we're gonna do is crack the 2 eggs in there. After we crack our 2 eggs in there, we're gonna make sure that we get no shells. So get the shells out of the way. Just crack all that goodness in there. There we go. And if you're doing this, we're doing about a half a cup of butter. What I did, I just melted the butter. So I have the melted butter already on the side. I went ahead and melted it. We're just gonna mix it all in here. Put all the melted butter in there. Get it all going. And then we're gonna start mixing that up. I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna give it a little quick mix just to make sure everything gets evenly. Let's go ahead and push this up, and here we go. Let's start slow. And let's move it on. There you go. Everything's starting to whisk in. So what I have here is my flours. So I'm going to combine them both with the cornmeal, my salt and pepper. I'm going to go ahead and measure out my 2 tablespoons baking powder. And then we're going to add the 2 teaspoons. Have all that ready. As soon as that's all nice mixed up, we're going to go ahead and fold this in. Alright, we're going to speed it up a little bit more. Just to make sure it all gets mixed up. There it goes. Alright, looking good. Alright, let's turn that off. Bring everything down. Move this if you have to a little bit, take it off, just to make sure the flour doesn't go everywhere we put it in. Move this to the side. And let's go ahead and add the flour and mix it in there. All right. What we're gonna do is, once everything is in there, we're gonna go ahead and put back that whisk. And as you can see, there it is. Gonna lock it in. Let's go ahead and start slow. Just slowly move everything in. It all mix up. There it goes. There we go. Alright. Once we get everything mixed up, we have our nice buttered pan here. We're gonna drop it all in here and bake it around 375. for about 25 to 30 minutes. Let me go ahead and turn this off and get the edges off. Alright. Make sure you get a nice spatula in there and just get in there. Make sure everything gets mixed in. I'm going to bring it down a little bit so it's easy for me to get those edges. There we go. Once everything is off the edges, I'm going to bring it back up and go ahead and mix it up again. Just to make sure everything is nicely mixed. That's the key here. You don't want any lumps. So you want to make sure everything is nicely mixed. So we're going to put everything there. Let's bring it back up. Alright, start speed, slow, move it in. Probably gotta go another 15 seconds here. Move it up a little bit, move it down. I'm gonna take my spatula again just in case I miss a spot. Just make sure everything's even mixed. And looks like pretty much we're done. Alright then, we're going to take this off. Take the part off. And let's detach it. Pull it off. And now, move everything out of the way. Let's take the pan here. I like to have my spatula up here just to make sure that I get all those, scrape everything off, as you can see here. Use the side of that, the whisk. And then I just put the whisk down. And that's it. Game over. Alright. Let's dump everything in here. Oh, look at that bread. All that mix for that beautiful cornbread. It's gonna look gorgeous. Listen, a lot of people add jalapeno peppers in there. You can do it like that. Cheese. I'm old school. I'm a simple cornbread kind of guy. This go well with gumbo. Go well with a barbecue if you're doing a barbecue outside. But anyways, it's a good cornbread to do if you're grilling for this Memorial Day weekend. Take this recipe down. Make it for your friends and family. I'm sure they're gonna love you for it. But anyways, get everything mixed in. Then all I do is just let it fall a little bit. Have everything fall in place. Voila. Make sure we get those edges. We don't want those to burn up as it cooks. But if you have everything evened up here, there you go. Alright, let's take it and put it in a preheated oven, which is already preheated, and then we're going to get going. But anyways, that's my cornbread. We're going to put it in the oven, like I said, for about 25-30 minutes, and then we'll check it. Alright, so my cornbread turned out amazing. As you can see, it's finished now. I had a little trouble with my oven, so I put it in for an extra 10 minutes, guys. So it took about 40 minutes at 375. As right now, as you guys can see, it's nice and golden brown. I'm going to let it cool down, then I'll flip it and I start cutting it. But overall, successful day of making cornbread. Hope you guys enjoyed. Well, I hope everyone's enjoying this lovely Thursday and getting ready for this Memorial Day weekend. This is what the cornbread looked like. And we're about to cut it. And my sweet girl Maddie here, she's been excited to taste it. So Maddie, are you ready? Here I go. Ready? We're gonna go ahead and cut it. Oh my goodness, guys, this cornbread is outstanding. We're gonna go ahead and open it for you, as you can see. Look at that, gorgeous, beautiful, fluffy cornbread, ready for you guys. I'll be sharing this recipe soon. Maddie, you want to try a piece? Mm-hmm. Which one do you want? You want the corner or you want the middle? Corner. Corner, okay. So what I'll do for you, since you like the corner, we'll move this over here and we'll do this part. And for you, Maddie, I'm just going to break it off. Look at that, guys. Nothing better than a fluffy golden cornbread. I hope you guys enjoy. Have a lovely Memorial Day weekend. Be safe out there and stay tuned for another recipe. All right.